in. We got 7 people on here. I guess we can start.
Okay.
So, you guys, hi. Thank you for coming on the Writers Gone Feral podcast with myself, Elle Abbott, the Warden's Archive on Substack. And today, on Writers Gone Feral, we've got Linda here from the Galactic Writer on Substack. And we decided today we're going to chat a little bit about how to grow your Substack. So first rule, you guys know this, take off your bras. Might be mostly guys here right now. No, Nadine's here. No bras allowed.
I know there's a thing called bros. But anyway.
All right, if you're a guy, put your bra on. If you're a woman, take your bra
on. Let your hair hang down. Iced coffee, that sounds good.
And we also was going to do a little bit of like, get ready with us, because we want to show you like our lipstick collection. Do you have your lipstick collection with you? Let's just show everybody.
I do. I had them all like ready. I don't know. Just like...
We both found out before the live that we couldn't find our favorite lipstick. Like, we have favorite lipstick somewhere missing. Yeah. Yours are so classy. Mine like have been beat the fuck up.
I got some dime store shit here. Don't worry about it, man.
The bra's off. Good job, Nadine. So is mine. I'm oh, yeah. Okay. So get ready with us. All right, let's go for the first one. We're just going to keep layering this on and see how it goes. Okay. Guys, watch and learn.
That's not bad. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's a good color.
Oops.
I'm starting off light, and then it's just going to get wild. Okay.
I hardly even look at this one. This is probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
It says it's called Finally Friday. We are going to talk about...
It is Friday. What is mine called? That's really fun. Mine is...
Okay.
Shit.
Okay, the guys are like, why are you guys doing a makeup segment? All right, wait, Elle, tell them.
I think I officially might need some reading glasses, or maybe more light. Let's try more light. This is called... I need more light. It's called Orgasm. Yeah, it's called Orgasm.
My God. Okay, guys, there's a real reason why we're doing this. I think you were supposed to talk about that, Ding Dong. You didn't say anything. Oh well. Anyway, so
why grow your Substack? Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Oh yeah, also
I'm going to do that.
Be kissing a lot of sticky notes, special for you guys. I don't want to do a.
Okay, I'm just going to start. You nail your positioning first. Be specific about what you're offering. Your voice and your personality that's your thing. AI is flooding Substack with pretty much, I don't know, excellent content, but you got to figure out what makes your voice unique. So there's that. I made the mistake. See, I'm gonna go ahead and out myself. We were gonna say, if you could see lipstick on our teeth, we're gonna talk about the mistakes we make on Substack. I'm just gonna say I made the mistake of regimenting everything. And I wasn't thinking about, as weird as that sounds, I was thinking about how do I get people to talk to me, but I was going at it kind of a back doorway. And then I thought, what the heck, I'm just going to just say hi to the people who resonate with me. And that's how you and I met. Remember that? It was like, I like your vibe. And like, yeah, I kind of like your vibe. It was like, here we are.
I like really your vibe, girl.
It's picking up on that, right? So.
I would. So if you guys see lipstick on our teeth, we have to confess something. So that's the rule of.
Yeah, we have to talk. Yeah, we have to out ourselves. Yeah. What do we do wrong?
All right. So why? I just wrote this down. When it comes to growing your Substack, like, know what your why is. Like, why are you doing it? And if that why isn't the thing that kind of gets you up in the morning, then you probably just want a more casual growth on Substack, and that's fine. For me, I want readers who are going to buy the books that I have planned to finish and publish. That's my why. So that's why I don't think anybody else is going to market for me. I don't trust that I'm going to be able to find a publisher overnight. I don't think even if I did find a publisher that I would probably give them the time of day, because I'm that much of a control freak. So I already know that about myself. I know that my why is to build a community of people who read and write and who who like what I'm putting out there and who will buy my book or buy my ebook or buy my audiobook when it comes out. So having a why like that, whatever your why is, that's got to come first. Know why you want to build.
I would add why with heart. I mean, that's what I'm all about. Just like what brings you to the platform? What is it that you want to show? Like, what is your vibe? Basically, getting back to that, So what is it that brings you your unique signature? And that's important. Of course, the next one I can think of is earning trust. Back in the day, or back when Substack first started, they're like, oh, just kind of randomly DM people and see if you can get on their podcast. And I'm like, that never felt normal for me. It was more like, I had this yearning to meet people, but I didn't know how. And then I did. And then it was like, wow, that was so freaking easy. Just be a human, be human about it. As strange as we have to say it out loud, it's when we get all beclumped about, oh, I'm on a social media platform, what do I do? Just be yourself, So anyway, get lots of comments here.
Substack is a good place for you to find your writer's voice and be able to experiment with it. It's a pretty forgiving platform. It's not like TikTok where, if you make something dumb on TikTok, you're just going to, you're going to get hammered in the comments. It's a pretty easygoing place for you to just experiment with stuff, find what works for you, where you're excited. I'm excited to write notes. Linda is not. She hates notes.
I don't hate notes. Stop that. You know what? I like lives. Elle was the first one who got me on live. When I first met her, she was like, "Hey, you want to do a live?" I'm like, "Yeah." No, but yeah, okay. And then here we are. Here I am, and I've got my own.
It's the second live.
Yeah, this is our second live together, but I've done other lives too now from my platform. So I'm excited. And I'm on other lives. I've been invited this next month. So it's exciting. I like it. I don't know. I don't mind notes at all. Matter of fact, I do. I check Substack every day. Do you guys check in the comments? Of course you check it every day. I mean, most people do, right? I mean, most people. You? Not?
I live in Substack. I live in Substack.
I think that's where I started to
I spend a stupid amount of time. At the end of the week, when my iPhone calculates where I've spent my time, it gives some dumb number at Substack at the very, very top, which makes me think that I could be at a full-time job, probably earning overtime with the amount of time that I spend on Substack. But why Substack? This is another good question. Why Substack? Substack is unlike every other platform out there. It's got one powerful feature that nobody else has, and that is when people subscribe to you, you get their email address, and you can download those emails and take them with you. You can't do that on TikTok. You can't do that on YouTube. You can't do that on Facebook. You can't do that on any of them. But here on Substack, you can acquire those emails, and that's what's powerful for a writer, especially if you plan to publish or do any kind of marketing or have any kind of merchandise or sell any kind of courses or anything like that. Not only does it have that, but it also has its Discord feature. You're able to get in and message all of your subscribers at once inside the app. It converts your profile to a WordPress. It's got the Twitter function with notes. And all of the functions that it can do with sending out your newsletters automatically and where you can, publish in post. Amazing. There is no other platform like Substack. So when I say, if there's anything that you're putting your hard work into, Substack's worth it because you've got something you can take with you at the end of the day. TikTok, you can accidentally say the wrong word. You could have 1 million people following you. They can ban your account and you're done. You just lost all those people. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, so I'm looking at comments and I just want to say hi to Amanda Talvera and of course, B.A. Ricker.
Hi, Brittany.
And Brittany. Yep, there's both.
December's here.
Yep.
And Elf is here.
And towards the end, we will shout you out. Just say hey or bye or whatever, and we'll shout your name out again. We don't want to miss people.
Steffi's here too. Steffi, did I say it right? Do you okay, Steffi's kind of new. Okay. But this is our crew. You guys are.
Yeah, this is awesome. I would like to address something that's been said in the chat though.
Anthony. Anthony.
Some people are also saying they don't like notes either. I would like to say that I don't know how many weeks, how many months, I did 21 notes a week, like 3 a day. And it was really hard to come up with stuff to write. And after a while, it just didn't feel authentic. And then I started stressing out, like you were saying, Elle, just that stress, that Substack. We're calling it Substack overwhelm. How do we not get overwhelmed by the platform that is graciously giving us these friends and this audience, right? So it's like, where's that balance? And so I had to step back from notes and do more of this because I love this. This is so much fun. And I'm also not ready to launch my book yet. So
when she says this, she means working on her manuscript like a real writer.
Yes, we were talking about that. So I want to show you guys what I found. So this is page 1 to Done by Jessica Brody. Oh my God. So I'm new at this. I didn't know what was going on. And my perfectionism, just went right in there, and I was editing the draft. You're not supposed to do all the rookie moves, right? And so reading this book, I'm just dumping it in. I'm hoping to finish it over the weekend if I can. I was telling Elle, that's a goal. If my husband leaves me alone on Saturday and lets me just be, I think I can get it all in. And I'm excited and I'm ready. So that's the double-edged sword about coming on Substack too, because, if you come in prematurely, you're not ready to show anything, then you've got to show something, right? So I wrote The Last Companion and some other things, and it was fun. I enjoyed getting those out, but it took me away from my work. So now I'm doing the lives and my work in progress, and I feel so much better. The flow is there. Does that make sense, you guys? You guys get into that flow of Substack and working on your stuff. Anybody want to jump in there? Yes.
All right. So what I do is I always have a day where it's just flowing. Sometimes it's in the middle of the night where all of a sudden I'm just I'm in my head, I'm thinking of things, and I just come up with all these pains that writers go through. And so I just go into my notes app and I just jot out everything I can think about. Or I just have one day where it's coming to me to do, stuff about the fantasy, making fun of fantasy authors and everything that we go through, or about horses. I'm always writing about horses. And I'll just go into my notes app and just kind of dump it all there. And so I always have that to pick from. And I've never really run out. I just have an abundance of it. But I also get kind of bored with that too. And I'll go into my own content, or I'll actually restack other people's content. There's always stuff you can do with notes. You can never run out of ideas. It's sharing other people's quotes that you like. Quotes from your own work that you like. Am I freezing up? Can you hear me? Did I just freeze up?
You're fine. I just want to say, Reed December said, notes should be the whims that lead to our bigger creations, which go in post. And I do think they need to be authentic as much as possible. I mean, that's why if you see notes from me now, they're all authentic. I mean, before I would get a little help, get quotes and stuff like that. So are you doing a new color now? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Aisha. I just met her. She's the business witch. She's a lot of fun. You guys got to check her out. I'm not sure what horse means, everybody, but okay. He'll have to explain himself with that one.
Because that's my thing. Because I'm the horse girl.
Well, yeah, we knew. Yeah, for sure.
It didn't even put that. That looks like it's a dark color. I don't know. It looks a little.
It looks light to me.
It looks light, huh? It smells expired. I should throw this one away. Boom.
Oh my God, I look like Dracula now. Okay. Well, anyway.
Actually, it looks pretty.
When my hair grows out and I wear this kind of makeup, I don't know. I look like I need to be on the Munsters. But anyway, yeah. So, what else? Let's see. Consistency beats perfection. So I figured that one out. That's another little tidbit for everybody. But yeah, I'm enjoying notes now, even though Elle thinks I hate them. It's where I'll just have an idea. I'm just going to put that out there. It feels good to be more spontaneous than the 3 notes a day, scheduling and all that. They're authentic notes, but that sitting there scheduling for 30 minutes it got old after a while, and you just find your way in Substack. You guys got to feel your vibe into it. What are you going to say? Go ahead.
I was looking at Aisha over here. Because she actually said, she was thinking about where to build too. Substack's good for any of it. In fact, fiction writing is probably one of the smaller communities on Substack. There is a huge witch community here. There is a huge conscious community here that you could plug into. And again, those people are going to be building up your email list. So I do believe you're in the right place for that. Sharing about spirit guides. There's people here who read cards. You could do a lot of that on live. People would love a live with like card readings, ritual techniques, channeled spells, all of that you could be publishing out in your newsletter. Be excellent content for Substack. So for sure.
Same person, Aisha, says that she didn't like notes at first. Now she loves them. I like how you call it the mini diary. I love that. I like that. It's a great way to find my voice, she says. That's wonderful.
It is a good way to find your voice. I think a lot of who subscribes to me comes through my notes. And so whenever you have to curate your email list, so you're not getting everything from Substack, but you want to see when you get new subscribers. When you get a new subscriber, you're going to get an email. You open up that email and it'll tell you what the source, like where it came from. If it came from the app, if it came from a recommendation, or if it came from your notes, or if it came from one of your published articles. So is it time to blot?
Well, I had to. I can look at myself with that color on.
Oh, come on. We're supposed to get ridiculous. That was the whole point. You agreed to it.
B.A. Ricker says she finds scheduling notes to be good for her crazy brain. Well, you know what? I think it's great. I think I understand that. And for a while it was a relief. It was like, oh, good, I'm going to be out there, but I can focus on my work in progress. So I have to agree with you on that one too. It just depends on what month it is. I mean, what I mean by that is like, how many months have you been doing it? And then it gets old. So yeah. So what else can we say about notes? Can't think. They still
be consistent with them. You can schedule them now too. You did okay. Let's ask this. When did you start? Write in the comments when you started your Substack. I started February 16th of this year with nobody. I knew approximately 0 people on Substack when I started on February 16th. I am now at okay, hold on. Are you guys also having problems with the app freezing up in your messages?
Spicy Pancake says notes are great for teasers. I agree.
I'm at 728 subscribers.
Wow.
February 16th. Oh, and I'm number 87, Rising in Fiction. How do you get the Rising in Fiction on your Substack is based on paid subscribers. So whenever you get a new paid subscriber, you usually end up on that list. So that's just Substack. Like, that's how Substack makes money. They can't like sell, they're not selling advertisements. You can't promote your page like you can on, Facebook or TikTok or even YouTube. Like most of them sell advertisements. Substack's
I don't want that.
They do subscriptions. So whenever somebody subscribes to you, you usually will end up on one of those lists as long as you have one of those categories chosen in your back office. So you're going to want to make sure, like for Aisha, you probably wouldn't pick fiction or literature. You'd probably pick another category for yourself. And then you do have to have your paywall turned on to, make it on that list. Just FYI, if people are wondering, that's how it's done. So when did you start?
I started in February. Like a lot of people here, like Aisha and some other folks here.
Did you start off with a list or did you start off with nothing?
Nothing. Just honestly, my first post was, I can't believe I'm brave enough to make a first post. Like for me, being seen was terrifying.
Look at me now. And look at you now.
Look at me now. I know. There are some people on this.
If any of you guys want to come on a live with me and or Linda, send us a message.
Yeah, for sure.
So Linda's now doing her own podcast and I'm doing mine. So you're welcome to come on both. I got to match this dark lipstick energy. I'm sorry, but this one is shit. I need light. It's dark.
So while you're doing that, I'm having fun reading other people's work. I'm grateful for I'll be honest with you guys. I can listen to people's work and get the same out of it as if I read it. Not everybody brain works that way, but mine does. I've trained it to do that. So I can listen. And if I hear something and I didn't quite get it, I'll rewind it. But the bottom line is we have that ability now where we can listen to other people's stuff. So you can get more content and then you get a vibe of the person that you're listening to, their work, and then you can legit say something to them and say, that was really great. I really like this part and this part. And you guys know, as authors, it's so much fun when you get that feedback. It's that we really enjoy, like, it helps us to do that. It's just a wonderful collaboration. So, so that those authentic collaborations feel good. I've been following a science fiction guy for a while, actually a bunch of science fiction people, but I hadn't really reached out to them, and I finally did. And he was like, yeah, I'll do live. I'm like, cool. It's like, it's somebody I
Chocolate
really
lava. Now I'm matching you. Chocolate
nice.
lava. Hey, speaking of audio, all of my stories that are done in Ethara also have an audio version that I create. It's not like, when you highlight everything and you ask your iPhone to read it, or when you ask Substack to read it, and it's like that monotone, like, computer. Like, I go into an app and I choose all my characters' voices, and I choose my narrator, and I have to sit there and listen to it over and over again. And that's how I catch mistakes, honestly, because when I'm editing, sometimes I miss a word or whatever, and then I hear it back and I'm like, oh, okay. So I do a lot of work to make sure that you guys can easily access my Ethara stories. You can pop them in, listen to it, because a lot of them are 20, 30-minute reads. So thanks for asking, I use an app called 11 Labs, spelled out. It is $20 a month or something like that. You get, 130,000 credits, which usually covers most of my Ethara stories. I don't do parody. I don't do any of my nonfiction stuff in audio. That would just be too much, guys. I would literally be like doing nothing but Substack all day if I did that, because just the Ethara stories take, they take a couple hours just to put an audio together for that. Mm-hmm. But that's because I want you guys listening. I want you guys reading my stuff. So if you're into audio, please come check out like Bound by a Dormant, The Classifier, or any of the Harmonic Records. Harmonic Records are short stories. That's a really good way to get immersed into Ethara too. So yeah. Just had to throw that in there since you were talking about audio. Okay, and now live streaming is what's great about Substack is when you come in and you go to your feed. So you want to go to who you're following or whatever they're suggesting. You go to your feed. At the very, very top, whoever's going live is showing at the top. So I now am like constantly clicking on those and watching people's lives. Rarely do I find one that, I'm kind of sucked into, except if it's like one of us. Like if it's one of you guys, I love you guys. I know you have a relationship. So, but I did the other day come across an author who was talking about mythical creatures, and I was so sucked into this live. In fact, as soon as I got off the live, I had 2 ideas for some amazing books, and I started outlining everything, the chapters, the characters, the story arc, the myths. I actually wrote part of the myths for each one, and all from one live. And I ended up just following both of them, or subscribing to both, because if I'm inspired that much, then to me, that's worthy of my subscription for sure.
Well, I agree. That inspiration happens to me too. I'll be replying to someone and I'll be a little lengthy with it. And I'm thinking, that's a story right there. Oh my gosh. And I'll just like cut and paste, and it's we get inspiration from each other. I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at a lot of the people here we know. And people we don't know, new people, exciting. It's just fun to get to know this community. And honestly, I was worried about, what you would normally get, like trolls on the other platforms. And we've only had 1 or 2 people. But honestly, when the group of us got together and talked about that person, and we were doing on a private Discord, it was like we all just kind of took care of it and supported each other, because, no one likes to be creeped out by somebody. And we don't see that many creeper people here that much, so I'm not even worried anymore.
I never do. I think I might be the creeper.
No, you said there was somebody hitting on you. Somebody was hitting on you earlier in the game, but I don't think you've been having that since. So
I don't think so. I don't think anyone was hitting on. I think you're thinking somebody else. I don't get hit on.
No,
I don't get hit on. Men run away. They run from me, except my husband. He runs to me.
Yeah, that's who we want running to you.
Yeah. He's under my
What else about
spell.
lives?
What
Well,
is
you know,
this?
just like it brings two audiences together, like we're doing here. That's exciting.
December's tired of my not licking relics and disposing of bras. I think he's hey, you know what? It's good to create a brand. You want people to remember you. You want people to like, you know, if you got a little tagline or something that has like worked as like an inside joke with your community, it's actually kind of good to overplay it a little bit, or you know, make a little meme and put it in your Start Here page. Every single one of you on here, if you're trying to grow a Substack, you need to have a Start Here page.
I gotta do that. Yeah. I gotta clean mine up.
You just have a paragraph or two introducing, you know, who you are, and then all of everything that you've ever written or posted, you can organize in there like you would at a library. You got a little directory. Here's my nonfiction, here's my fiction, and then you can just list it in there. You can now list it to where it will not just make a live link, but it'll actually give you like a little square with the photo in it. It makes it look like someone's scrolling like through Netflix, you know, like, hey, what do we want to watch next?
Is there a platform set up for that, or is that something you have to do on your own? Like just do a post and try and wing it. Like you said, do the links on your. Do you have to do the links on your own, or is it set up to do that?
No, you do it like so. No, when you open up like the article page and doing your Start Here, and then you're gonna reach up and click the link button, and before you enter the link, look at the bottom of the square, and it will give you the option to display the photo, and then you can decide what size you want. You can have it big, you can have it small,
sure,
you can have it micro. So if you've got like a big long list, like for me, my nonfiction got kind of long, so I went with really small little icons, but it's nice aesthetically. It looks like, it kind of reminds me of like Netflix or Hulu or something. Yeah. So now what you do when you create your start page is you're going to pin it. And then you're going to want to make sure to remind your subscribers every week or every other week, that, if you're new here, thank you and welcome. And here's a good place to start. Just constantly, especially even if you're somebody who just wants people to read your stuff, you want to give them a doorway, a way that they can come in and like, okay, where do I start? This rather than just going to post and they're scrolling and going, oh my God,
so every week, where do you remind them?
In notes.
Okay.
In your notes.
That's great. And that's what it's a calling card. Absolutely. That makes sense.
Yeah. And you know what? Make it easy and just come up with, 4 posts and schedule them. You can just schedule like, okay, well, next Thursday, I'll pin my Start Here page, just schedule it, a little note. And then the next week I'll do it on a Tuesday and then schedule it. So that way you're not like having to think about it, but that it's consistently, you're letting people know, here's the door. The other great way to grow your Substack is through doorway pieces. What are doorway pieces? Well, essays do a whole lot better on Substack than serialized fiction. You need to really you have to nurture your community. You got to love on your people. You got to, engage with their content as well. And gently invite them in to read your serialized fiction, and then your fiction has to do its job and get them to continue to want to read chapters. That I can't teach you. Your fiction has to be able to, hook somebody. And so, but the way to get people interested in, new people and to get out into Substack more is writing essays, and essays can be anything. I've written about the worst, wedding that I photographed. I really did photograph a wedding this year that was my personal nightmare. I am not someone who wants to go to a club and hear loud music and be surrounded by 22-year-olds with skirts up their asses and see a whole wedding party with grandma in the corner drinking shots and getting absolutely drunk to the point where the groom is like dragged out puking in bags and his brothers are carrying him to the party bus. Literally was this horrible nightmare of a wedding, and I wrote an absolutely hilarious article about it, and it got me subscribers. Another one was the worst date I've ever been on. Sometimes I do talk about writing, like I wrote one about how to just set some warnings. If you got any kind of graphic material or erotica, it's good to just have a nice warning there for your readers so they kind of know what they're getting into. So I wrote an article about that. So sometimes writing to writers, like things that have helped you, or just personal ways that someone can get to know you, even if it's like how you make your coffee. It has a bigger reach than just chapter 4 of, you know, Blood and Ink or whatever. I'm using I'm using Brittany's. Brittany showed her cover today. It looks really nice for her book. So I was thinking Blood and Ink right off the top of my head. But you know what I mean? So chapter 4, people are like, I'm not just going to click on chapter 4 unless they've been reading it. Mm-hmm. But they'll click on, hey, the worst wedding I ever shot. Like,
so entertaining or informative.
Yeah, helpful, yeah. Like ways you can help people or ways that they can get to know you. That's interesting things about you that make you different. And everybody, I don't care what you say, everybody has something that's interesting about them.
It's true.
So, yeah.
Let's talk about monetization. So a lot of people, when they first start off, they don't monetize, or, you know, so I think it, what do you think, Elle, about monetization? You think that's just a personal choice, or there's a strategy behind that?
I think I need to put on some more lipstick.
That's called fill me in, Linda.
No. I am going to answer your question. This is fuchsia red. Okay, now this is going to start looking ridiculous here. All right, that's what we're going for. Oh yeah.
I'm going to go in reverse here.
Oh yeah.
All right,
I'm gonna give myself some good Archer bow tips here.
I went ahead and monetized my Substack about a month in, and then I started getting paid subscribers, and it turns out they were friends. And then about a month later, I got an annual paid by somebody I didn't know. I was blown away, really, truly. And I thanked that person profusely because I didn't know them. The others, when they did, it was very nice, very, very sweet gesture as friends. And I will say, money is energy. It really motivated me. It made me feel like, wow, even though I knew they believed in me, it's like, ooh, there was the confirmation. You know, I don't know. Elle, I was talking with you when that was all happening. And what are you showing?
Just showing you guys my numbers. I started in February. I made like $1,200. Can you see it?
That's great. That's wild. I mean, I'm not surprised.
It's nice. It is.
A lot of stories out there.
Comes in and says, I believe in you. I'm going to subscribe to you. And they commit. I don't care if it's $5 or if it's 80 or if it's 180, like it makes a writer's day for sure. Yeah. So what's my thoughts on it? Yeah, do it. Do you need to have a ton of subscribers? No, because people can. Look at how ridiculous this looks.
You look like a scary dog.
Wait, when I see myself on the camera now, all of my lips are like this. So no, I would say when you're first starting off, get to know the platform a little bit. You don't need to jump right into having a paywall.
You know,
have some kind of plan for a paywall, even if you don't execute it right away, and probably wait till you get to about 100 subscribers to just go ahead and initiate it, because and then once you do initiate it, call your brothers, call your mom, call your best friends, and tell them to sign up, because then you'll get, like, you know, on the fiction list, and then you can use that to promote yourself too. And I don't think that's cheating. So y'all, there's ways that you just put the spotlight on yourself. And if you want to grow your Substack and you want to get people, we're all competing for attention. So, you know, asking your brother to sign up, who might not ever read it.
I had an idea this morning. I can't believe I'm like throwing it out there on a live, because I didn't even pass it by you yet. But what if you take an annual amount and make it reasonable, like super reasonable? Like
you mentioned that, and that's a great idea.
I mean, if somebody wants to buy my book, it's like $15 or $20. So
right.
It's like,
so what
is that? That's a meal.
I might actually try that. So what you would do, this is why I like it. Anybody, especially who's in the app, not someone that you like fished in from the outside, but like someone who's coming into the app,
right?
And they have an option for like $8 a month, or like $50 or $80 a month. Now, what if you just get rid of monthly and you say it's going to be $40 for a year? Now you got a paid subscriber for 1 year. Now, every other week or once a month, probably not every other week, but once a month, I'm slashing this by half. It's $20 for 1 year annual subscription. You're going to get way more paid subscribers for $20 a year, and $20 is better than just like $5 in your account.
And people can use, and how's that work? You don't automatically get resubscribed every year. Is that correct? You have to does that card go, how does that work? Because as far as I know, once you subscribe for a year, it's just for 1 year, or does it recur?
I haven't been in Substack that long to know.
Okay,
I would imagine just like anything else.
Does anybody know? Anybody know in the chat? Please say, because I don't know. But here's what I want to say about that is you can just do a one time. Oh my God, I look like I'm doing something terrible.
Wait,
okay, so no, when you're yeah. So I like the annual fee. I don't really like the one. So let's say you don't like subscriptions. I don't really like subscriptions. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't, because I forget who did I subscribe to. I don't like that. I mean, not in Substack, but other things. Anyway, if you just have the 1 year thing and you just do the one-time credit card on that, you've just supported somebody. And if you still want to do it again next year, you can choose to do that, because by that time you'll be interested in their content enough to go, they have a new story coming out. I really want to read it. I love this author. What?
The guys want to do lip print auction. Can I get $1? $1.
Yeah.
Can I get $2?
This will be on our paid wall.
All right, this is my my Twizzler stick. This is like it's like a lip gloss, and it smells.
This was her idea. Can you guys tell?
I know. I had. Well, I was like, let's not just talk about growing Substack. Let's just keep stacking on lipstick. Like a.
You guys are so funny in the chat.
Get ready with me.
Thanks for showing up, you guys. You guys make it the best. It's so much fun to read your comments and
how to grow your Substack. I got $5.
$5.
Sold.
Okay.
December.
Read. There you go. I'm jealous.
Like, I got stamps here. Give me your address. It's on its way. Oh, that's funny.
Another way to make money on Substack.
Substack now will take your live streams. There's some people who live stream. You can show your backyard, your dog. Like, you don't have to be the best podcaster in the world, or if you're nervous about showing your face, you don't even really have to. I've seen some people do lives and they put a mask on just because they just feel comfortable doing that. I don't think there's anything wrong with just showing up on a live stream. So once you are on a live stream now, you can it'll automatically post it to your YouTube. So now my YouTube has a bunch of shorts. Shorts mean it'll take little clips. So all the best little clips, it figures out, I don't know, probably uses AI, which are the best little clips. And as soon as we're done with this live stream, within 5 minutes, I'll have a whole list of clips to download and be able to share. I can share them. They're in the reel format. So I can share them on TikTok. I can share them on Instagram. Do I know? Will I? Yes. And it'll automatically post it to my YouTube account. And so that's Substack does want you to bring people into the app. They do like that. So they offer that. They now allow you to put it also on Spotify. So you can start a podcast here and you don't have to do any of that work. It's automatically done.
It's automatic. It's so fun.
Straight to Spotify, it goes straight to YouTube. So another reason why you should have Substack and why it's a good idea to grow your Substack.
I will say the algorithm's gotten better. I mean, I think the first podcast, half my eyebrows were missing, in the AI rendering. I was like, hey, I have a feeling that this might be missing too.
My hair is always a mess.
Whatever. We're not this vain, you guys. This is the funniest thing that we're doing this because we're not really all that vain. We're pretty chill. Let's see.
Look like a stripper now.
What else do I want to talk about? Obviously, the mistakes to avoid: not engaging with other writers, chasing the vanity metrics to the extreme that you just.
Vanity metrics. Let's talk about that.
For God's sakes. You like the vanity do you
No.
I was going to say you enjoy them, but you don't lose your mind over them is kind of the thing.
We have that Discord group, Cody's Discord group, and there's a lot of posting in there about, look at what this post did. Look at what that post did. I didn't even know you could click on a note and see the statistics of the note. The note will tell you how many people have seen it, how many people have commented, how many people have restacked, and how many people have subbed your account based on that note. I didn't even know that. Like everything that Substack does gives you metrics. The metrics of this platform are ridiculously good. They're very good. Like whoever thought about it is genius. They're fucking genius. We should be writing fiction about how genius they did. But however, vanity metrics will absolutely drive you crazy. They don't really mean anything. Getting into the algorithm and having something going viral is almost like luck, really. Like it's like there's nothing I can tell you right now.
Just have fun on Substack. The rest will come. Build it, and it
have
will
fun. Find
just
your
have
voice,
fun.
and then every once in a while you look at the metrics. That's fine, but I say it's more about connection, building community. You're better off reaching out to people who follow and sub you. I don't have time. Otherwise, when I do have time, I do, but it, believe it or not, sucks up a ton of time, especially when you're starting off. As soon as somebody follows you or subs you, just go in there and send them a quick message. Hey, thanks for following. You know, I hope you like my content. What do you write? Like people like to talk about themselves, so it's good rather than just going in there and like promoting yourself right away. Hey, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for subbing. How long have you been on Substack? What do you like to write? This is how I met Brittany. And when Brittany first came on, she's like, hey, I was told, you know, by my publisher to come in here, and this is a great way to promote my book. And I instantly like plugged her into the community. I was like, girl, let's grow your account. Let me help you. And I totally helped her. And now she's like just part of our everyday group.
She's a rock star.
On a live stream with us.
Yep.
We love her writing.
That's B.A. Ricker, if you guys want to look her up.
Yeah, B.A. Ricker.
Yeah. No, that's great. I have a million things. I have a million things I want to say when you're talking, and then as soon as you stop talking, I'm like, no. Like another common mistake to avoid is copying what worked 6 to 12 months ago. I mean, Substack's evolving so quickly. You just got to follow. You know, the platform is just stay curious and just again be yourself and see what works, what doesn't stress you out. It's just, I think consistency and just staying with it. Like. Sometimes
consistent, showing up and really
stay curious.
If you didn't know what was trending on Substack, so you don't know from one day or another if it's going to be notes that it's going to make you popular, if it's going to be your newsletter,
you don't know.
If it's going to be a live stream. But one thing that will always, always, always work no matter what is nurturing the people who are in your community. Yeah. Read December. He won't tell me his real name, God damn it, but he's constantly commenting on my stuff. So as long as I have time, I'm commenting back. I'm engaging. I love it. It's fun. He gets a little wild on me, but I can handle it. We got I have regular people who are answering messages and who are engaging with me, and I want to engage back. So if you just do anything, if you just do that. Like, okay, I posted 3 notes today. I got 1 comment. Oh, we'll go in there and thread it up in the comment.
Yeah.
Hey,
so when you get a new subscriber and you talked about reaching out to them, exactly how do you do that? Do you go check them out first and look at their stuff and then just kind of get a vibe?
I stalk people. You know what?
Okay.
I've seen everybody's profile on here. I've read your profile. I've already gone through at least 10 notes that as soon as I've seen you, people who comment too, if I've never seen them before, I go their profile. Like it's because I'm curious, George.
I'm curious
okay?
too. Right.
I'm curious.
Right. But
I'm not like
right. And I've done the same thing and it's been fine. But like, do you private message each one of them that you like, that you think are, and say, hey, thanks for subscribing? Or
I don't have the time. I don't have.
Well, then how are you telling? How are you asking?
But I was. And if
you're not doing that
time,
anymore.
I will. And what I would do is I would just come in and say, hey, thanks for following the Warden's Archive. Hi, my name is Elle. It's nice to meet you. What's your name? Whatever. Just, you don't got to overthink it. Oh, yeah. More lipstick. More lipstick. More lipstick. Oh, yeah.
We're not doing the vanity thing here.
No vanity metrics, but definitely look at this fucked up lipstick, dude. This thing has been.
That's a lipstick. It looks like lip gloss.
Up an ass. See what it looks like over all this color.
So B.A. Ricker said, I send them a message telling them thank you and tell them if they have any questions or just want to chat to message me. Wow.
That's
very
perfect.
nice.
That's
very
perfect.
nice. That's very nice. And I need to do more of that. I tend to go in. I go a little overboard. I'll go in and I'll read some of their work and then I'll comment.
Yeah, no,
And
that's good.
if I think I really want to keep following or subscribing, I'll do that. I don't really follow a lot of people. I've been subscribing mostly to people.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about that.
Follows. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Okay, good. Let's bust the myth on that.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys some of my dirty secrets. Okay, I can't even tell what this is, so old, and I can't even see what the name is. Very, 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 very.
I like that one. Keep that one.
Yeah,
that's cute on you.
We got so much going on right now.
All right, talk about it.
Okay, guys, grab your notepad, take notes. Okay, so this is what I do. Not all the time, but like in the middle of the night, if I can't sleep or if I'm on the toilet, whatever, those moments when you're on your phone, I go to see who's number one, like the top 100 in fiction. And I will automatically subscribe to everybody who has the little flower next to their name. So that tells me that they're in the top 100 and that they're paying somebody else for a subscription. I don't automatically subscribe to people in the top 100 because they have their paywall on and they're not subscribed. They don't have any paid subscriptions. So I don't just automatically subscribe. But often I'll go in and check out their profile and follow them. Now, when you go, so that's one that I get a ton of subscribers that way. But here's another way. And this way is so cool. When you're on your feed, you come down a little bit right here. You see that?
People to follow.
Substack will tell you, they'll recommend people that you follow. And every time I click on somebody here and read what they have, it's usually fiction related or fantasy related. So I used to just click on each one. Now I'm like this. This is what I do. I'm following all of these people right now. And that's
live stream follow,
kids. Make it so easy. Follow. And then I think I missed somebody. See, I knew it. I'm doing this backwards. Okay. And you'd be surprised how many people will subscribe to you from seeing, because they see, oh, the Warden's archive followed me. So they come to the archive and they see how ridiculously awesome I am. And then they subscribe. And so the other way, this way every day is not going to fail you. The other way is to go into your search. And then you click on fantasy above and it'll show you kind of all the top posts in fantasy. So this is another good way to like find, and I don't follow everybody from this list unless it's something like really cool that I see and I'm not following them because I'm following like most people that I can find on this list. Now, one more, because it doesn't show that I'm following, 10,000 people or whatever. And then whatever's in my news feed, I try to curate my news feed like so where I don't know, if I don't see Linda's stuff for a week, I'll just go to her page and start going through her stuff because I'll start seeing, as soon as I start seeing politics too, I X out and I say no because I don't want that on my feed. So I curate it. But I can't believe I'm gonna tell you guys this because it's such a good cheat. But let's say you find someone like, let's go to Simon's page. Simon, he's one of the biggest ones. Simon Jones. This guy is probably one of the number one serialized fiction authors on here. Okay, wow. So what do? I go to his subscriber list because I know these people are paying for fiction.
Oh, wow.
Because what does he do? He puts it out there for free for 3 months and then it goes behind a paywall. And he's been on here for a few years now. So he's got a ton of subscribers. He does a lot of lives. And I go through and first I see who's all of his paid people. Now, a couple things I want you to know when you're doing this. If you see that the person has a photo and they've got their name and their profile name, follow. If it's just that little orange icon, that the default icon that Substack does, and they're paid, it's probably someone that they brought in from outside their newsletter who's not in Substack. So don't follow those people because they're typically not in the app. But the ones who look active, who have photos and everything, I just go through these lists. Every paid person I follow. Okay. And I do that with all the number one fiction fantasy authors. I just follow all those people who are investing in fiction. Does that make sense? Okay. Gave you guys some
You must have a ton
really good, dirty secrets today. And you'll get a ton of people, you'll get a ton of subscribers. So make sure that your profile is, badass, and it's got some, you've got, your profile is complete, tells about you. You have a good profile picture or something. I really like being, as a fantasy author. I've got this one right here, my little fantasy persona, as my photo. But make sure you've got your start here pinned. You really want to, when those people come, to bring them in. And then as soon as they follow, as soon as they subscribe, you send them that message that says, hey, thank you so much, and then ask them about, what's your name? What brings you to Substack? That kind of thing. Start a conversation. You'll meet so many friends that way too. I need to take a drink, and this is going to be brutal with all this lipstick on.
For anybody who missed most of the live, don't worry, she will repost it. You can watch it.
Did it get any of my teeth? Aha! No confession for me. All right.
Well, no, I'm going to ask you, what was a Substack mistake you made? I think I see some on your teeth.
Oh God, it's just starting. Fuck. I never should have started writing about AI. But the thing is, here's the thing about me, and I don't care what your personal opinion is about AI. I don't care. It's your belief, and you're allowed to believe in Buddha or Jesus or Taco Tuesday or whatever you believe in. It's your world, and I want you to be happy in it. In my world, I want everyone to just do what works for them. Yeah. I don't give any fucks how you get your content out there. If you have a book to write and you hire a ghostwriter, I don't care how the words get on the page. Mm-hmm. I don't care what your process is. I mean, if you guys saw my process, I have so many fucking tools. I look like a mechanic, in a toolbox. There's just so many different tools that I use putting things together. And so but it's different for everybody. And personally, this is my story too. My brother had told me that my dad started using ChatGPT to write a book. He's 84. My dad is 84. He's a Vietnam vet, a Purple Heart veteran. He was shot in the head, like a bullet grazed his head, and it fucked him up. Really, mentally was very stressful what he did. He was a captain in the Army. He ran a lot of operations. He was somebody who was very high up. And then when this happened, it just took him out of the game. Well, he has a doctor of chiropractic degree, a PhD, and 2 master's degree. So 2 masters. He was addicted to school. He's just a genius man. He just has this fucking brain. And he, in his late 50s, I believe it was, must have been in his 50s, maybe, I don't know, 60s, because I was in my early 20s when 9/11 happened. 9/11 happened. I watched it. I totally believed the narrative and everything because I didn't know better. I was 21 when it happened or something like that. So, but my dad, he didn't see it for 2 years. He was living off the grid. He didn't see it. It's such an interesting story. He's out with the boys one day with my brothers getting some lunch, and he sees the towers collapsing on TV. They had the TV on, and he went ghost white. He's just in shock because he's that's controlled demolition. I know physics. I know when I see that. And he was so convinced that and at the time he was taking a creative writing class. He wanted to take creative writing class in a community college where he out-degreed the teacher for sure. So he started doing research. He went down rabbit holes. He was doing research. He went and got on a plane and met with some physics, some university physics guru guy, and interviewed him, took him out to lunch and recorded the interview. And he did a paper on it, and when he read it in front of the class, the whole class went absolutely still, didn't say nothing. He got completely ostracized, it mentally, pulled him back into his shell. So when my brother told me that my 84-year-old dad is using ChatGPT to write his book, like, I'm sorry, but I'm so glad that that man found a tool. And I talked to him the other day, it's Father's Day. I called him, hey, Dad, I love you. You know, how's your book going? He's so excited to talk to me about writing. And he's like, it's so amazing because I tell chat what I want to say. Like, I tell it my feelings and what I'm feeling, and then suddenly it prints out exactly. That's exactly when my dad wrote PhD level stuff. It was over people's heads. Have you ever read a book? Whenever I see an author's name and I see PhD next to it, I pass the fuck by, because I'm going to read it and it's going to be over my head. They're going to overwrite it. They're going to use words that don't make sense to me. They're going to use sentence structures that sound like they're writing a thesis, because that's how all the work and everything that they had to do in school, that's how they learned to write. And that's how my dad wrote. And so his book was just going to be over everybody's head. Now he's got a tool where he can put all of that intelligence into, and it creates, you know, paragraphs for him. It's like, that's exactly what I want to say. He's
my God.
So
that's amazing.
It is amazing. So I say there's people out there who have dyslexia. There's people out there who've got ADHD. Yep. There's people out there who've had brain trauma or trauma survivors, and they're trying to write their memoir. My point is, I don't give a fuck. However you use AI, if it's helping you, I don't care. I don't care. So sorry to go off on the tangent, but you guys had to know that.
Well, I thought that was a great story, and a great testament to your dad, you know. And of course there's the other spectrum where, you know, people just don't give a flying F, and they just like put it out on Amazon and AI wrote it. Well, if that's how they want to spend their days, not doing something creatively, just making money, hopefully people can catch that or not, but whatever. I enjoy the creative process. I would never want AI to take that away from me. And that's that. So yeah. AI is like a buddy, a tool. I had to reformat a play the other day. I was turning in a 10-minute play, and I reformatted it. Claude reformatted for me in seconds.
Oh, and great. Rachel too said it's great for breaking through writer's block. It is. It's
also, it is.
One of the main things that I use it for is when I'm done writing a chapter and get it all cleaned up, I'll pop it into AI and I'll say, just chop this up for me. Tell me how it's going. I want you to rate everything. Pacing, characters. I want you to be brutal. You got to ask it to be brutal, because sometimes AI is like, it's so great. And I'm like, really? Like, come on, be hard on me. Like, I need to know. I still like humans better, to be honest. I've learned that, you know, it's good if a human gives you good feedback. That's gold. I got somewhere with it. But it is really good to, like, you know, get some of the advice, like, I think, for it. So yeah, that's where, and you know what? Humans have always been bad writers too. So somebody wrote an article here on Substack that says, if you use AI for your writing, I'm going to come to your house and kill you. It was literally like titled something like that. Like, I'm going to come murder you. Great little satire hook for a lot of people who are hating AI. And it starts off talking about that he's looking for catering, and he's explaining that caterers like using this AI slop words, and that he was upset that it didn't have any pricing or anything. Okay, first off, I live in Vegas. I'm a photographer. We do a lot of eventing. And you know, you can't really have pricing on there for catering, because what is it that you're going to serve? Are you serving appetizers? Is there going to be meat? Are you serving dinner? Are you serving drinks? Do you have a bartender? Are you going to have servers there? Are we dropping off food? Do you know how many options there are for catering? You need to pick up the phone and tell them what you're doing so they can give you a custom quote. Now, a caterer is supposed to be good at making you food and showing up to your party and serving you at food. They're not fucking writers. And so for a business owner to be able to go in and use AI and have them just write up something that sounds better than they could have agonized for weeks trying to write something on their website, and they can get it done and get back to doing what they're good at doing. So yes, are we going to see AI slop in websites? To me, it's better than the shit they were trying to write before, quite honestly.
Well, now they have AI models. Like, we could hire AI models to do what we're doing, but I'm not going to do that. Why?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, because they can never make one that looks like me. They could never make
You'd
fun
be
of
tempted to
themselves.
do your
Yeah,
meme.
no, I did it one time and I was like, oh God, the uncanny valley from it was
No.
just
Yeah, there's just some things that we won't take away. That's
this
why I
won't
like
take.
to that's why I like to write about robots and robotics and the future history of, or just things that we're going to do in the future. And yeah, so
I had a dream last night that I was like out. I was like on a property, right, where they had like buildings separated out, and I looked at the horizon, and there were like 4 drones, and it was weird because they were like in the sun, kind of dotted, and
Mhm.
then the people around me saw it, and they were all like running. Like all of a sudden, we were running to get to another building to hide because the drones like saw us, and they were like coming in to
Oh my
hide. Like,
God.
oh God, it was terrifying because they're like, they're coming in. Like, I don't know if they're gonna observe us or film us or try to shoot us
Shoot
down or
us.
something. But
Yeah.
that's what everybody was freaking out. And I was like, oh, I guess I gotta freak out too. I guess I'm gonna run and hide because there they come. As soon as you're outside and you saw, and that's the future is a lot of stuff in the air. It's a lot of
Yeah.
air stuff. But AI is not going anywhere. It's totally embedded in
No,
everything
we
we
can
do.
use it.
And it's not going anywhere. It's just going to get worse. And so what I tell people is the time that you're on here bitching at people about writing with AI, you could be writing the fucking chapter 1 to your novel. This is create. That's, you want to grow Substack, get into your best creation mode. Like, go dance, get into your juices where you just want to create and just create stuff. Create memes, find cool images that you like, create quotes, fuck it up and find out. Like, it's not going to hurt nothing. Just, if you're focused on what other people are doing and using their tools, you're not in the creative juices. Okay. I'm off my soapbox. Jesus. I have too much lipstick on. Oh my God, it's already been an hour.
I know. I was lucky to get a word in edgewise. Oh,
$5,
oh no. $10.
This has got
$10.
like 10
$10.
layers of lipstick on it. Oh my God. This got a little ridiculous. Oh my God. Okay, great. Any of you guys are stuck.
Hi from Illinois. I see audiobook girly book
Audiobook
reviews.
Girly.
Hi there.
Audiobook.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, she's new.
I'm actually in Illinois too. That's great.
She's I just thank you for subscribing, Girly. What's your name? Audiobook Girly. Or what's your Substack name?
It's called Audiobook Girly Book Reviews. Is their Substack?
Yeah. She does which is really cool. She does book reviews.
Yeah.
And we love that. I would love for you to do some book reviews of the Warden's Archive. Roger!
Hi, Roger.
Hey, Roger.
There's Steffi again.
Roger's my favorite reader. I promise you. I can't. I love Roger. He reads everything I put out. He loves everything I put out. He told me the other day, he said this to me, and I was like, you don't know when you guys say nice thing to writers, like when you say these kind words, that it actually gets into our bodies and pushes us forward, because it's not like we're here making any money doing this shit. Okay. And he says, I cannot leave this earth until I've read your whole book series.
Oh, I know. I was thinking that too. Yeah. That's Roger. That's really sweet.
Yeah. No, you are on my A-list celebrity list.
And it's fun to authentically tell somebody who you really like their work, that tell them they equally get joyous about it. So it's like, it's all around.
One of these days we're going to have a little convention here in Vegas, and all y'all are getting invited. Everybody's getting invited. We're all going to come to Vegas. We're all going to act chaotic and unhinged and wear incredibly cool fantasy aesthetics and sci-fi aesthetics, and we're gonna have photo shoots, and we're gonna have a DJ, and we're gonna have catered food in a nice air-conditioned place, and Roger is gonna sit right the fuck next to me. He's got a seat right there.
You hear that?
#1 fan from the beginning. He's gonna be my husband, and then it's gonna be Linda.
You better believe it.
And then Roger right here. Roger's got the seat. Just so you know. Anyway, guys, anything else you want to say about growing Substack? Actually, and also, if you guys have questions about growing Substack, pop them in now, because we're we're already over an hour. So anything
you
else you want to add? Any questions? Now's the time.
Yep.
Any lipstick requests?
The darkest one you have. Oh no, I kind of like that shade on you. Don't.
I toned mine down. It just got so like thick.
I'm gonna try that dark shade again. That was
thick
really
like
interesting.
My booty.
Okay, I'm gonna do the darkest shade. This is this is the shade I usually give away to my friends.
Oh, when you kiss them? Are you a lipstick lesbian?
Oh God, you wish.
You should say that to your husband tonight. You'll instantly get laid.
I just don't think the darker color looks good on me. But then with the darker hair, because I used to have the lighter hair you guys see in my profile. All right, we got questions. I just popped in.
Jessica.
Hey
Jessica.
Amanda says,
you guys go subscribe to Jessica. So I've known Jessica since before I started following her, I think before COVID. So it's really was kind of part of the womb, the womb, the female
That's
womb.
Cool. How do you start and manage a subscriber chat?
How do you start and manage a subscriber chat? Oh, okay. I can answer this one. So you're going to go into your Substack. This is almost like having a Discord in your Substack app. So right down here at the bottom, you're going to see this little icon right here, this message icon. See if you can see it on my fat finger. You're going to click that. Now, when you click right here, then you're going to click your own icon. Now this pushes this out to my 700 subscribers. So whatever I write in here, 700 subscribers can get this. Now they're not going to get it like a newsletter. So they have to come in here and check it. You can see I'm really bad at checking mine. If you see all these orange dots here, I'm not very good at going in and reading all those, but I do have loyal archivists who genuinely read what I put in there. I don't overuse this feature that much. Usually when I do have somebody new, Jessica is new here to Substack. She's also writing. Linda, Jessica, I wanted the two of you guys to meet because Jessica is also writing speculative fiction, but she's sci-fi too.
Sweet.
So
nice to meet Jessica. Nice name. That's my daughter's name.
She's doing like what if in the future the Earth was sentient and could help with like population and stuff like that. I'm sorry if I.
That's okay. Don't ruin it.
I'm trying to do the best I can at remembering what she was writing in there this morning about what she's writing, but I know it was sci-fi and I instantly thought about you. So the two of you guys need to hook up. And Jessica, you should totally get on Linda's podcast too, because you guys could talk sci-fi. It's so fun talking sci-fi with Linda. It's really fun. Roger, thank you. 1,000 is coming. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 by the end of the summer. Summertime, it is slow. Thank you, Brittany, for subscribing to Jessica. Thank you. What advice do you have for starting a serial fiction? Okay, this is good. I would say this is what I did. I didn't want to do any lore dumping or world building dumping. So I started creating little stories around my world. My main novel, my main book is going to be The Warden's Blood Vow. It went from the Warden to the Warden's Blood Vow. And that's like, it's going to be a thick book. That's my cathedral. All the other stories are like chapels. So what I wanted to do was start to introduce people to my style of writing, the way I do slow burn romance, the way my magic system is set up. I wanted time to build my map and all of that. So I started to write just little stories in the world of Ithara to kind of introduce readers to it. And then I would just start with smaller stories. So I actually originally started with parody because if I can make people laugh, I can suck them in. But I've got people now who will just read my parody and they won't read Ithara. So I don't necessarily recommend that. Now I have two things that I have to write all the time.
Got another question. What do you think is the best kind of things to offer paid subscribers if you're writing short stories or serials?
So
glad you asked that.
God, that's a good question.
It's a great question. I want to hear.
Yeah.
I have thoughts too, but you first.
You can always give them like free things like for me, I haven't set this up yet, but I've written a lot of songs, and I used Suno for those songs, and I wanted to create a playlist and give that to my paid subscribers. I actually thought about doing merch because I could make candles here or do little mugs that say, please don't lick the cursed artifacts, and like give those to paid subscribers. But really, paid subscribers should always have first access to your chapters. So if you are serializing fiction, it's like, okay, chapter 1's coming out this week only for paid subscribers. Then free subscribers can get it next week or next month, however you want to.
You guys, Elle has a really good setup. She go to her page and see how she set up prior to the Warden. That'll help a lot. What advice do you have for started a serial fiction? Jessica asked.
Oh yeah, that's what I was getting to. So
okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't just put your main serial story out there. I would maybe start with like shorter stories, because what you want to do is you want to build readership. You want people who like your style, you want to kind of show off your style a little bit. And if you can do the chapels to your cathedral, like I said, if you can do little stories that are in your world, you don't have to create a whole new world for those stories. They're just other characters. And what's fun about this is if you're actively writing your manuscript, you've got a lot of threads and Easter eggs that you can plug into your main manuscript later. Readers love that. They absolutely love that. So like Roger, who's reading The Classifier, he's reading Bound by Adornment. When he actually reads the whole series, like of the Warden, there's going to be characters who possibly pop up later or who have little cameos. Like, it's fun to write those moments. So
really cool.
So it's really cool to just, you don't want to like blow your wad. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying that, but you don't want to like put your best stuff out there right away.
Blow your wallet. There you go.
Yeah, you want to start building up readership. And then for paid, you can go paid anytime. I've seen people go paid who have 20 subscribers. It really doesn't matter. I think 100 is a good number. Like once you get to 100, and then once you do turn on paid, I think I was saying this earlier, like, call your mom, call your brother, call your best friend, get a couple people hopping in on the paid train who will do it, and that'll get you on the fiction list, like rising in fiction, which will get you exposure. So starting a serial, yeah, you're going to want, I think Jessica came on a little bit late, you're going to want to start here page. So go to my my post, and it should be pinned at the top, and you can see a good start here page where you're kind of introducing them to the library. When you're new, you don't have a library built yet, so you got to kind of work on that. And so you really want your stories right out of the gate to hook people, and then you can just build from there. Does that make sense? So I did say that. You have to like slow stroke people, okay? Guys will understand that.
Something that you can wait until you get 1,000 subscribers and then open paid with fanfare and clear positioning. But I just think it's a choice thing. It's just whatever feels right for you, whatever you have to offer. And in my case, I don't have mine out yet, but when it comes out, I'll probably be doing a similar thing you did, Elle, with your introduction. I love the transparency part that you talk about when it comes to paid. So you guys get on Elle's Substack and read her. She did a very thoughtful intro about how she's going to be doing the Warden and
Brittany turned it on at 50. There's no right or wrong when to turn it on.
No, there's no right or wrong.
You can turn it on when you're new and just say, hey, this is optional. Just if you want to support me, you can support me.
That's what I did.
I don't really have anything yet for paid subscribers. At this point, the only paid subscribers that are going to be getting anything are on the restricted wing of the archive. And that's new. The restricted wing has 29 subscribers. That's my erotica, and everything that I write that's going to be explicit will be behind a paywall. So if there's a chapter in there and the first half of the chapter doesn't have sexual content in it, you can read it. But if you want to read the juice, you got to get on the train. So that made sense to me. That paywall made complete sense to me. Like, okay, now I'm writing, you guys all talked me into writing smut. It was kind of fun. Now I'm into it. And the smut that I write for Substack is literally for Substack. They're not long chapters. They just kind of get to the juice. Like pretty much every chapter has explicit scenes on it. I do have a trigger warning. And and I did have the Adam and Eve parody that I didn't put behind a paywall because it was more of a funny and not like, it wasn't so like juicy and spicy. It was more kind of funny. So there is some stuff in there because, again, you want people to come into your world. You want them to have some stuff to read so that they can get an idea of what kind of writer you are. And then, yeah, I could put the explicit stuff behind paywall. The Warden, I got to get people enough hooked into the story, and then a lot of it will go behind paywall because I am trying to publish that book, and I do want readers. So will be actively looking for beta readers here probably by the end of the summer, and I'll be reaching out to some of you who really want to be committed to reading it, and then probably giving me a review on Amazon when we launch. So yeah, it's good to have the type of planning if you are planning to publish. And as far as what you give your paid subscribers, that's going to evolve and change as you grow. We'll see. We'll read some comments over here. Yep, Brittany, she's got heavy trigger warnings, of course, because she's got some spicy. She's got all the red chili peppers lined up.
This one looks like Jaws.
It looks like when you go and
Can you see the teeth?
You go like the teeth of the fish at the the Springs Preserve. It's like this fish, and they have the jaw. Like anyway. I missed my calling as
how do I get on a podcast? Yeah.
No way. I wouldn't be a good DJ, I don't think. Maybe. I had that on my Warden bingo card. Oh, you did? Blowing your wad? The Warden bingo card. That was funny.
That is
good
funny.
Good one. You guys, I hope you learned a lot today about growing your Substack. I hope you will follow and subscribe to Linda. Linda she's a doll. She's a doll. I wish she lived here. I would, if I saw her, I would pick her up. And I would hold her like a baby, and I would rock her like this, and I would say, "You're coming home with me. You're gonna be my bestie." And I would make her cool little drinks in my.
I'm coming. I mean, I'm arriving. Okay, I'm gonna fly there.
Have some special little cocktails, and I'd make her a little nest by the pool. Yeah, we love Linda. She's the most adorable thing on Substack. So you guys follow, subscribe to her, and you know what? I appreciate all of you guys. All of you who have helped me grow my Substack, who read my stuff. Like you guys are gold. You're lifeblood, life force,
so
and
true.
I appreciate you so much. So that's it. You got anything else you want to add? You can put your bras back on.
Before we put our bras back on, Radia has one more question, and then we'll probably scoot out of here. She said, "I've got access to gifting subscribers," and then she doesn't know what to do with those. And I don't know either. I never really used that. Did you?
I just started using it.
Okay.
I don't use it for the Warden's Archive because right now the Warden's Archive probably by the end of the year will be really set up for that.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of working towards giving more benefits to paid subscribers. So I don't use it for that, but I use it for restricted wings. So any time I get so what Substack does is it's going to send you an email every once in a while that says, "Hey, you've got these free subscriptions that you can give out." So if you have your paywall on, you can invite people. You can send them this, get their email. Basically, you get their email if they want. You send it to them, and they accept it. They get 1 free month as a paid subscriber access. If you don't have anything to give that paid subscriber, it's not even worth your time. Just delete the email. But for the restricted wing of the archive, I have content for paid subscribers. So I will go and I'll ask Discord. I'll go into my Discord on Discord or on Substack, and I'll ask, who wants to read erotica, who's interested in smut. You got 1 month free. You can pretty much read everything in a day, but still. And I have always been able to give those out. There's always somebody who's interested in it. So it's always fun with Linda and Elle. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Very nice. Thesaurus Archives. Actually, she's going to come.
That's Nadine. That's Nadine.
That's Nadine. I didn't know she wanted us to say her name.
I know now that I'm learning her guys' names.
Yeah,
what is the foundation of your integrated relationship? Period. that a question? Is that a rhetorical question? What is the foundation of my integrated relationship? Huh. I don't know what that means. Can you clarify? I'll just be honest and say I have no idea what you mean by that.
Anyway, Nadine's going to be on my live in August. So
oh, good. Oh, good. Nadine is another person in the community that's been very active. We all like to tag each other. We all are like, we're not like a clique or anything, but you find your people.
Yeah.
You too? Oh, Lynn and I met here on Substack. We don't live in the same state. We're both married and we're both straight. So there's probably not a chance that we're going to be lovers in this life, but maybe in the next. Maybe in one of our fiction
you can think about that,
stories.
Robert.
I think I won't out her, but there's a writer on here who had a little girl crush on me for a minute, and she wrote this cute little short story about us like kicking ass together. It was this little fantasy story about us like saving everybody.
That was cute.
Our whole
that was really cute.
And we were holding hands, and it was adorable. She's like, I hope you don't mind. And I was like, are you kidding me?
It was adorable. It was adorable. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, it was cute. Very, very sweet. Yes. Yeah. Very nice community.
Scale from 1 to 10. What did you guys think about the whole lipstick play? The lipstick play that we did today. Lipstick play. Lipstick. I want to create a new
lipstick play.
Lipstick play. Scale from 1 to 10. Pop it in the comments. What do you think? I always, you know me, I just came up with something random. Like
she's like, I got an idea.
Yeah. I was like,
I don't know. I don't know if I like that.
Be ready with me.
And then she's got me showing jaws, you know.
I'm like, it's not edgy. It's not. It's just lipstick. It's just lipstick.
I know, but are we going to talk about serious stuff?
We did talk about serious stuff.
We did.
We also played. Because play is a big part of creating.
So these are our.
Well, you went wide.
This is probably this is the most PG one I have. Here we go.
This is my moneymaker right here. This is my
God, that is a good one. How did you do that? Mine are all like, I think I'm like using Kleenex. You know. All right, guys. It tastes gross. Thank you so much. You guys want to just say bye and then we can shout your name out? That might be kind of fun.
Which one? What?
I don't know, just everybody say bye or
we'll
give us a number, yay, nay. 10 is the best, 0 is no, not so much.
Lipstick was fun, but distracting. Oh, of course. Of course.
Definitely like the lipstick. Yeah. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, Read December.
Bye, guys. Hey, if
Laura
you guys
McIntosh,
want to get on a podcast with us, just send us a message and we'll get you scheduled. Ooh, the guys liked it. Steffi liked it. Thank you. All right, guys.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate you so much.
Bye.
Bye.